I love you, United Backers. I love you, you super chatters. Give me cash and don't you stop. Here's my trash, don't love me not. I love you, all that money. I love you like the taste of blood, honey. Come with me, I'll hold your hand. I'm the key, the master plan. We're just doing the Caesar's dance. Oh, 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 oh. But the Caesar ain't got no pants. No, 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 no. The emperor has no clothes. I love you, but my book is late. I love you and you gotta wait. No refunds, it's my comic date. Make a fuss and I'll dox your face. I love you, better fall in line. I love you, aren't you on my side? Mute, 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 but you'll never know. You're so cute, super chat my show. We're just doing the Caesar's dance. Oh, 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 oh. But the Caesar ain't got no pants. No, 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 no. The emperor has no clothes. The emperor has no clothes. The emperor has no clothes.
Well, fans, happy 31 Nastigar and I was from you and Breaking Show.
I am not Marvel and I am not DC. I am not the mainstream, but I'm living the same dream. I am not CG, but I'm not the AT. I am independent, no, not a codependent. I'm making books just like you. I'll break my bank to see it through. So let it cook and keep it true. Heal the face, which one are you? Watch the stream to get it right. Convict gangs, sex to drugs to harassment. Convict gangs, late books of Elizabeth. You're killing more than trust. Another player caught in cuffs. Hey, pigs present, give 'em love. Waiting for the next to fall. Set the bail for one and all. Convict gangs, sex to drugs to harassment. Convict gangs, late books of Elizabeth. You're killing more than trust. Bad people do bad things. Convict gangs, convict gangs. Don't kill this too. Bad people go away. Convict gangs, sex to drugs to harassment. Convict gangs, late books of Elizabeth. You're killing more than trust. Bad people go away. Like the salt in a tear, you never disappear. You persist. How's the hatred working out? Did you spend up on that cloud? How much longer can it hold? The gates of hell are getting old. Once you were a mighty clan, you had a claim on all the land, but all the lies that you have told, they lie in wait beyond the fold. Still, you persist like a virus in a kiss, like the devil in our midst. You still persist like the salt in a tear, like the fart in a rear. You don't disappear. You persist like the virus in a kiss, like the devil in our midst. You still persist like the salt in a tear, like the fart in a rear. You don't disappear, you persist. I hope you turn it all around. I hope the soul in you is found, but I know you laugh at that. Self-reflection you do lack. Still, you persist like the virus in a kiss, like the devil in our midst. You still persist like the salt in a tear, like the fart in a rear. You don't disappear. You persist. I hope you turn it all around. I hope the soul in you is found, but I know you laugh at that. Self-reflection you do lack. You persist, like the salt in a tear. You never disappear. You persist. Like the salt in a tear, you never disappear. You persist. But don't be shy. The bully is the victim when the walls start coming down. Come see, I don't know why. I don't know why. The bully is the victim when the walls start coming down. Manipulator, instigator, tiger's got a toe. If he had a bit of sense, he would've let it go. He's just a hater, you better and tiger should've known. If he had a bit of sense, he never done that show. Cold feet, but don't be shy. The bully is the victim when the walls start coming down. Cold feet, I don't know why. Bully, I don't know why. The bully is the victim when he's crashing to the ground. Don't be shy. The bully is the victim when the walls start coming down. Come see, I don't know why. The bully, I don't know why. The bully is the victim when he's crashing to the ground. Come see, don't be shy. The bully is the victim when the walls start coming down. Come see, I don't know why. The bully, I don't know why. The bully is the victim when he's crashing to the ground.
Well, Valens, I think that anyone has to go, and I was from you and break and show.
Love you. You could keep a legitimate production just casual. Come on, explain this form of professionalism. There, the pro, prove it, brother. Show us the pro, we all want a hero. Your pro, show it, pro.
I have a honeycomb box that Rec Planet 2, whatever, Airborne 2, Rec Planet, whatever the fuck, is 4,086. I have a honeycomb box that needs a sketch. Am I one of the forgotten 200?
Oh no.
Where the is my sketch in my honeycomb box? Hold on a second. This is weird. I think I just got refunded my contribution for Cyberfrog.
No
way.
Wait, what?
I think I just got refunded it.
Dude, he
Oh
did that.
no.
Yeah, dude. Rainbow the Brute too. Rainbow the Brute too.
It's so vile the way that they're playing the game. With a smile they bank on you, watching their shame. Walk a mile, maybe they'll mention your name. Every villain sucks, you're saying every villain sucks. It's the game that they're playing, truth is never enough, it's gonna catch you. It's so contrived like all the headlines. Eat all the pie, come down to lie. It's so contrived like all the deadlines. Eat all the pie, counting down to July. Burn with that pride, all villains ask why their villain sucks. You're saying every villain sucks. It's the games that they're playing. Too much is never enough, it's gonna catch you. No, you'll never be cool and high. The sun being put too high in the sky. Every villain soon comes to light. Everybody's gonna be surprised. Every villain sucks. You know what I'm saying? Every villain sucks. It's the games that they're playing. Too much is never enough, it's gonna catch you. Every villain sucks. You know what I'm saying? Every villain sucks. It's the games that they're playing. Too much is never enough, it's gonna catch you.
Broccoli Studios.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in line. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time.
Ooh, I see you every time.
I never seen anybody do the things you do before. Move for me, move for me, move for me, When you're done, I'll make you do it all again.
So dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, I never seen anybody do the things you do before. Sing, move for me, move for me, move for me, And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. Dance for me, monkey, 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 monkey. For me, monkey,
Evil lurks throughout the land. It's eating at the common man. The darkness seeks to pull you down. Push your line into the ground. What's wrong is right, what's right is wrong. You know the truth, so keep it strong until the final battle comes. Brother, we're the only ones. Titans rise to crush the demons. Justice is back in season. Rise to crush the villains. Justice is back in season. Titans rise, crush the wicked. Justice is back in season. Titans rise, crush the wicked. Justice is back in season. Captain or a leader of the team. Thunder fist, the secret in the shadows. Vulcan spear than any bullet. Moonstar, the mind is deeper than the will. Titans rise to crush the demons. Justice is back in season. Rise to crush the villains. Justice is back in season. Titans rise, crush the wicked. Justice is back in season. Titans rise, crush the wicked. Justice is back in season. Come get it free. Don't let it be when it's here for free. Come get it free. Don't let it be when it's here for free. The great cyclopean, the one-eyed slow guy who's fighting by your side is free. Don't let it be. Come on and read free.
Have you ever just like gone to the bathroom at the wrong moment?
Yep. And I'm sitting here panicking, going, I honestly don't know what to do.
You know how to do that, don't you?
Do what? No.
Add
Like,
people to and from the stream and all that.
well, no, I know how to do that, but I didn't realize, like, if it was just all of a sudden it went black, and I'm like, okay, what do I do now?
Well, I left it on at the end tail there.
You did.
Free. Go read it for free at HeroShack.com. Now we only have 1 through 7 there. 8 will come up when we start the 9.
August, I would say, because they'll be shipped out sometime in July.
Yep. And as an update, um, we are ordering this week. We had a little trouble getting our backers situated. There were problems with banks and stuff. And after much study and consultation, hey Joey, what's up?
Hi, Joe.
The problem comes when we make multiple orders on the same banking account.
Yes.
Because when the campaign comes up and it closes out, it sends all those requests to the bank. And if the bank has 3, 4, 5, 6 orders, they might just go, oh, somebody's getting hacked. And
Right.
that's usually what's been happening. So there's 2 ways to solve it. Either order everything at once, or I think if we go with the open-ended store, it
Yeah.
doesn't do that because it's an immediate withdrawal. So
Right.
like we could start it as a campaign, turn it into an open store and save all of that. So there's no hassles. The other issue was there were address issues and we
Yeah.
still haven't figured those out. I'm a little concerned because the backbone of these systems are all basically the same. So I
Right.
got to figure out what's happening there for you guys. And I still haven't, but mostly because I've been working on issue 9. So I guess to sum things up, of course, Cyclopean 9 is in the works, but Cyclopean 8, wow, I'm getting confused, is finished. The Cardinal backup story is in there.
Yep.
And the Titans Ashcan is finished.
It is.
Very proud to announce that. And I flashed some of the artwork, but not all of it. I could share some tonight. I
Mhm.
probably will because,
Why not?
well, what else are we going to do? We also have a bunch of action figures to share tonight. Last week we were not live, and that was because we went to Mantown. And at Mantown, in Mantown, I was gifted several action figures for the set and for myself. It was really cool. But hang on, I'm looking for something. Okay, let me see. I want to share this screen. Okay, that's not the picture I wanted to show you guys. That is, okay. So this is more than likely the very close to being finished cover for the Ashcan. I still have to add my name there. Now you might go, Chris, why do you got to add your name? It's a product of Amazon. We use Amazon to print, and they demand that the author's name be on the cover. And that's why you'll always see that, like with Amazon printed books and probably other publishers too. It's kind of common. They want it clear who wrote what, and it kind of keeps people from getting confused with similar titles and things like that. So that's the cover right there. Like I said, I might tweak it. I'm not entirely happy with Thunderfist because you can't see the logo on his shoulder, so I might move him over a hair.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see. I did adjust a couple of problems with the logos on Moonstar and Vulcan, so that's cool. I don't know.
I like it. I like it.
No, but I had some issues with the logos. I had the logos wrong.
Oh.
And truthfully, a lot of it's because it's from memory. And, yeah. So, do you know what this is?
It's the type page for type justice.
No. This is Queen Sting making her appearance in Cyclopean 9.
Sorry.
I'm just going to flick through these because you can see I have a bunch of them, right? These are, let's see, let's go through them real quick. So, Queen Sting, that's coming out of issue 9. That's a full page splash right there. And I will not explain what she's doing, why she looks that way. That's part of the story, but had a lot of fun with that one. This is a page from 9 featuring Captain Aura, Wiretap, and the Cardinal. Yeah, I'm not going to get too much into what's going on. Oh, this is a fun page. Wiretap and Forevertron having a little fun with each other there, as you can see.
So this is finished for issue 9 already?
What's that?
This is what you finished for issue 9, I take it.
So far, yes. This is what I did while Diana went to the beach for 4 days. We already saw that one and that one. They're repeating a little bit. Okay, let's see. What's this one? Is this 9? No, this is actually issue 8. Let's see. Let's go down here. Okay. This one's kind of cool. I used a Jim Lee reference for this and found out it was Batman Hush, but I'm not changing it. I like it.
Oops.
Kung Fu Fighting Fiber Frog. Well, no, it's not an oops. I don't mind having a homage to somebody. I just didn't realize that it was one of the most popular Batman drawings of all time. The Kung Fu Fighting Fiber Frog is very interesting. I can't wait for you guys to see him in issue 8. There's Wiretap. I messed with his logo there and made the T white because it wasn't showing up so well with the background. But generally, I love it. Of course, Captain Aura. Hello, Captain Aura. And yeah, I just wanted to share that while it was up. Kind of get that out of the way because I had that loaded up and I'm like, oh yeah, I got artwork to share.
Yeah.
Those in the know that I'm working very hard, and my next goal is to try to get the colors better. The art is still improving. The art is always improving, and I can see it. So I'm sure you guys can. It's getting to a point where I'm getting super comfortable. You know, somebody said, what, you do something for 10,000 hours and you start to perfect it. I don't know how accurate that is. But I'm getting close. And, you know, like, I feel like I'm catching up to people that I've looked up to. And that's not bragging. It's just getting excited. It's a humble brag, I guess. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to take a pause for a second. Oh, I just want to show everybody. This is, do you know who this is?
I can't quite.
Hang on, let me make it bigger. I'll give you a hint. Drawn by Jack Kirby. That's a useless hint for you, isn't it?
Iron Man. No, it's not Iron Man. It's Doctor Doom.
No, it's the Silver Surfer, my love.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who the Silver Surfer is?
I don't.
How can you not know the Silver Surfer?
Okay.
He is kind of a hero villain. He starts off as a villain who comes around and ends up defending the planet against Galactus, the planet-eating entity. Oh! Whoa! Hi.
Hi. What's the matter?
All right. Nothing.
You. Okay.
Oh.
You're so weird sometimes.
So, first on the block tonight.
First on the chopping block.
Let's see, who's first?
I like that. First on the chop. So these are all the superheroes.
This is one of my favorite all-time heroes.
Yep.
His name is Daredevil.
I knew that one. You didn't ask me. I thought you were going to quiz me. I knew that.
Okay, well, what's special about Daredevil, honey?
He's blind.
Ooh, well, how does he know where to go?
He has supersonic hearing and other senses are heightened, I believe.
Okay, that's kind of passable, but he has a radar sense.
Well, there, I said his senses are heightened, for the love of God. I did say
that's
that.
Not the same thing as the radar sense.
Okay, no. He has radar sense like a spider.
No, like a radar. Like a sonar. Bloop, 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 like a bat.
Okay.
All right.
Like a bat. Oh, like a bat. All right.
All
Got
right.
it.
Let's take a look at the very lovely Scarlet Witch. Dun, 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 dun. Now, those of you who are MCU only might recognize this as the Halloween costume worn in WandaVision, but this is kind of like, this was the comic book version of Wanda. And she was different. I mean, she did have a nervous breakdown and stuff, but in her heyday, she was an interesting character indeed. All right, so you want to see a fan favorite?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Who is it? Oh.
Like, isn't that who is that? It's not Wonder Woman. Who is that?
It's Rogue from the X-Men.
I don't know who that is.
You should know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
You will learn.
She's
child.
cute.
Oh, she's awesome, isn't she?
Yeah, she is actually.
All right. So now I'm going to show you a big one. Ready?
What do you got? Like a bag full of fun
Yeah,
things?
yeah, we do.
Okay.
He gave me a whole bunch of action figures. I'm going to put them on the set.
Look what the cats have done to your chair. Oh my God.
Yes, they're my cats.
Yes, I know.
Dun 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 dun. Who's this?
I know him.
Yeah, who is he?
Venom.
Who?
Venom?
That's right. That's right.
I
Ding,
got
ding,
it.
ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding. I got it. Yay for me. I like Venom. I actually like the movie. Thought the movie was good.
Yeah, we went together to see that.
We did.
All right.
That's when we used to date.
Hear it? We still date.
No, we don't.
Dude, where did we go? We went to the garage together the other day.
Yep. Dropped a chunk of change there, didn't we?
That was an expensive date.
Captain Aura. I mean, Captain Marvel.
Oh my God.
I saw the A. I got a moment. I had a moment.
So Captain Marvel?
Yes. No, Captain America. It's Captain America.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it's Captain America.
It's Captain
More than
America.
likely Steve Rogers. There's been a couple. But
Yeah.
look, he's giving you the finger.
Of course he's giving me. He's pointing.
Number one, the finger.
The finger. I am number one.
America is number one.
There you go.
Yes. Okay, let's put that finger down, son. All right, let's get over here and pick up another one.
Oh my God.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
How do you feel about redheads? Did you like Wanda?
Yeah, they're all right. She's all right.
What about the Black Widow?
Aha. That's right. I remember her.
Dun, dun, dun.
From a movie we watched. I don't remember what movie, but yeah.
Could have been Avengers. Could have been the Black Widow movie, even though I've never seen it.
Right?
But we now have her. This is the classic comic book version.
Really?
These yellow hand armbands, you know what those did?
What?
They were the Widow's stinger.
Really?
Yeah, she had a stinger there. Zzz.
Oh my God. I did not know that. That's cool.
Oh, look at that. All right, so now,
Okay.
no action figure collection can be complete.
Mm-hmm.
The one and the only. Who is he?
Spider-Man, of course.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
I don't know. Spider-Man. Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Good enough. That's what I was looking for. Ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding.
I don't know like the names of them.
Well, you knew that one. That was good enough.
All right.
All right, now we're going to get a little fancy.
Yeah,
All right, so I'm going to confuse you. You knew Venom.
I
You
did.
knew Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this? In the box.
It's Venom, isn't it? No.
Oh, is it Venom?
I think so.
Wait, let's look.
Yeah. It's a Venom before he turned into Venom, I think.
Oh, interesting answer. It's,
No.
it's the first Spider-Man suit, and the suit itself was a symbiote, an alien symbiote
Yeah.
that eventually becomes Venom.
Okay.
But when it was first the suit,
Yeah.
it was really cool because he got it like in Secret Wars, and
Yeah.
it let him change from Peter to a suit just by
Uh-huh.
letting it.
Very cool.
You didn't have to put on the tights anymore. All right, so we also have these,
Yeah.
and these are cups, and that's where I got the Silver Surfer cup from.
Yeah. That's
But
cool.
there's Captain America, the Thing,
I want the Hulk one. That's going to be my shot glass.
beverage glass,
Yes, they're shot glasses.
beverage glass.
Okay.
All right, so now, what DC character would be worthy of this shelf?
Batman.
Ha 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 ha
Did I, what? I did.
Yes, it did. All right, yes, and he's also in the
Cool.
box, so that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I see that. That's very cool. I like Batman. He's cool.
Now, I'm missing somebody. Where'd he go?
Huh.
Where'd I put? Oh, okay.
I don't know, but he's got to have his partner in crime.
So
Who could be his partner in crime? I know.
let us see. I'm going to give you a hint. This
know
is one of the rare members of this team that I want you to guess. Okay.
Okay.
She joined the team not as an original member, but as a replacement for the strong man in the team. First of all, do you know who this is?
The Green Lady.
The
No, I
Green
don't.
Lady.
I have no idea who that is. Who is
I'll
it?
give you a hint. Rawr.
Oh, the Hulk lady. Right? Isn't she like?
What's her name? Yeah, what's her name?
I don't remember her name.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. I should have just guessed She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I was thinking Lady Hulk, but I'm like, nah, it's not Lady Hulk.
So do you know what team she's from? Or what team I'm looking for? She's been a
He-Man.
member of a few teams. That's
The
not even the
He-Man.
right publisher.
Oh,
All right. So I'll give you another hint, okay?
okay.
This is one of the founding members of the team I'm looking for. Are you ready?
I am. Okay, so that is, wait, don't tell me. That is, who is that red guy? He's
Let me-
from, I think,
let me help you
Avengers,
first.
no.
Let me
What?
help you. Picture him on fire because he's a toy. He's an action figure.
Oh, the Human Torch guy.
Right. Right. What team?
Was it Avengers? Or Fantastic Four? Fantastic Four, maybe. Was it the
Which
I don't
one?
know.
Which one?
Oh,
Let me give you another hint.
okay.
This is also a founding member of the team I'm looking for.
Oh, Rockman.
Nope, that's not his name. It's
Uh,
clobbering time.
Wait, is it Thing? No, is it?
Yes,
no,
it is the
it's
thing.
Thing. Okay, all right.
Does that help you with the team?
Yes, it's the Fantastic Four.
It's the Fantastic. Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure.
So,
Because the other guy, wasn't the other guy called the Human Torch or something stupid like that?
yeah, something stupid like that. Yeah.
Okay.
There's two more people. Do you have any idea who they might be?
No.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. See why they were the last ones I wanted to show?
Yeah, those are the twins. Aren't they the twins? No, they're not.
They are married and they are not incestual.
Okay, they're not.
Hey, Reed. Hi, Sue. I love you. I love you. What's your secret code name?
Storm. They're Storm. It's Storm.
My name is Mr. Fantastic. What's your name, babe?
My name is. I don't know the name, but I think that's the Storm, right?
No, Storm was in the X-Men.
Oh.
My
I
name
don't know.
is Sue Richards, and I am the Invisible Girl.
Oh.
Or the Invisible Woman, actually, I think she's called. But yeah, the Fantastic Four, you got it.
Yeah, I did do that. I did get that.
Guessing that with the you were at Avengers and the Fantastic Four, with the Human Torch,
Right.
and then you came to your senses.
Well, more or less came to my senses. I tried to come to my senses. So, where are we going to put all these wonderful little action?
He is correct. Everybody was an Avenger, could be Avenger, is an Avenger, or will be an Avenger. The Avengers have the STDs of superheroism. The only groups that rival them would be like what, the Justice League and maybe the Legion of Superheroes. Was that one? I don't know. I'm not really a DC guy.
I don't know.
I'm not even a Marvel guy anymore, but I was all Marvel.
Did you see what Joey chatted about?
Yeah, I posted it.
Oh, he put something else up. Oh yeah, you sneak. Oh yeah, oh you had to put the whole thing up. Never mind.
That's why I mentioned it, because he's right.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get this screen done away with, because I have a screen staring at me.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to be kind of ballsy,
Oh God.
and I'll just post this in the chat. Anybody who wants to come on can come on. If nobody wants to, that's fine too.
Oh,
But I'm advertising live chats. And I'll tell you, if we got enough traffic, we could have a lot of fun with that. I was watching, I don't know what they call it anymore. It used to be called CG Slums. I think it's Independent Comics now. Independent Comic Slums or something.
All right.
It's the show that Wiggle Wiggle hosts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It sounds ridiculous to you guys. It's a little ridiculous, but it's fun.
Mhm.
And they are taking a stand, against all the twistedness that's coming out of Comicsgate lately. And hang on, I'm looking at something. Okay. So they are taking a stand against Comicsgate and all the degeneration going on over there. But they have guests on, and they have a large enough chat that if he gets 5 or more guests on the panel at once, he allows the chat to vote for someone to kick off, and he gives it like 5 or 10 minutes, and then he kicks off whoever the fans vote or the chat votes. And they can come right back on. If they get bounced, they can come back in.
Right.
But like, that's the opportunity for someone else to get in. It's just kind of funny because you get, it's just different. It's something to do
Right.
while you do this, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I need to play with this a little bit more. So you have been following all the controversy, haven't you?
No, you have though, but you fill me in, which is very nice.
Well, it's getting weirder by the week,
Yeah.
Of
course it is.
EBS is saying that, basically Eric July and Neurotic and all them are trying to cancel him, which I found funny because last week I wrote Cope Seethe, the bully's the victim when he's falling down. And this week he's declaring himself a victim, which is kind of funny. He brought all this trouble on himself, and then he goes, "Oh, look at me, I'm getting attacked." It's like, yeah, like it's been coming for about 2 years.
He's so.
Whoo!
What the heck was that?
That's a rimp of the Rumplemint.
Oh, you're drinking. You're drinking Rumplemints now.
Well, I don't know if that's what you'd call it exactly.
Yeah, the good stuff, the stuff you like.
Well, it's good for you when you're gonna drink. You want to do Rumplemints.
Okay.
I learned that from a bunch of Marines.
Did you now?
And the Marines don't mess around.
They don't mess around.
No, you know what? I went to the liquor store and asked. He said, "Yeah, Rumplemint is top shelf."
It is. It's a good stuff.
I had no idea.
You didn't have any idea?
know.
You're so funny.
For all I knew, it was $5 garbage liquor. I don't know liquor.
Oh my God.
But now that I know, I know.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
So currently, because I'm also, as we're chatting, looking at the Fund My Comic for 8 and all that stuff. Yes. Do you know that we're still in store mode?
Well, now we're in store mode. That was how the bank did not get hung up.
Right.
It's got something to do with that.
Yep.
And we're just going to leave it for now. I mean,
right.
Once we launch 9, it'll be obsolete.
Right.
But might as well just leave it. We don't have access to our books readily available at this point, but you can still get them.
Right.
At funmycomic.com. You can get them on Amazon. You can get issue 1 at Walmart and Barnes and Noble. And what's the other one?
People who buy now aren't getting all the perks.
Yeah, we need to change that, don't we?
Yeah, so that's got to be closed.
How come you haven't, lady?
Well, I wanted to make sure that we had a conversation, and since I've been away on a little girl trip for the last 3 days, then I didn't have a chance to say, I'm going to close it tomorrow. I'm letting you know. So if you haven't backed it from the campaign, a couple of people out there still haven't backed it, then now's the opportunity, because once we close it, it's closed. And therefore, we will be moving on
Why are you
to,
gonna close it tomorrow?
well, why not? It's been open for a while.
Leave it open till we get the next one going, just in case somebody wants to buy something. Just for now, trust me.
Okay.
And I just took off the stretch goals, so there are no more stretch goals.
Oh, you went in and took them off now?
Just now, yeah.
Did you really? Okay. All right.
Just
then
so
I feel
people know when they buy, they're not going to get.
yeah,
you know,
yeah, because it's not fair to everybody that actually, purchased
Exactly.
during the campaign.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
this would be for like the person who comes along and says, "Oh, I didn't realize you had a campaign before."
Yeah.
Now they can jump in.
Yeah.
At least till 9's out, because when 9's out, we'll have another captain's chest.
Right.
That'll be all the issues. But that's getting awfully expensive, that one.
Yeah, that is.
So let's see. Let's go down and make sure the save changed. Yep. Stretch goals are gone.
Good.
Okay.
So,
So if you're out there and you want to get back into the Great Cyclopean for the first time, it's still there on funmycomic.com.
there you go. All right.
Yeah.
Thank
In
you.
fact, I should share the link, huh? Should I share the link?
You can if you want. Why
Yeah,
not?
I know there are a plethora of people out there
Well, there you go.
who are dying for it. Okay, there we go. Just in case. If you're watching it in rerun, I just posted it in the chat. I'll include it in the description later. It's not there now.
Right.
Actually, you could go to the website,
Yeah.
read issues 1 through 7 for free, and follow the link there to get.
There you go.
Wait,
That's a dandy way to do it.
it's
Yeah.
another way to do it. We have so many ways.
We do. It's true. It really
Well,
is.
We try.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
yeah, we're going to start coming up with strategies to promote issue 9.
Yeah.
Issue 9, I'm telling you guys, I know I say it all the time, but the art is just blowing it up. I am so into it.
Mm-hmm.
Although I got to tell you, I'm starting to love black and white. I really
Yeah,
am.
the black and white that you did, I really liked it, actually.
Well, I'm going to finish out Cyclopean in color
Yep.
to issue 12.
Okay.
But by then, I might just be like, okay, issue 13 is going black and white. And
Yeah.
that would help a couple of things. It would increase the value and the speed and the and our ability to get it out there for free. Now, people are going to go, what do you mean for free? One of my major vices, one of my major addictions,
Right.
I love to get a handful of books and go give them away. Typically to, kids.
This is true.
And I can't help it. I love doing it, and I am not going to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, it helps if I can sell a lot of them. It makes it easier when I look at Diana and say, I gave away another set.
Yeah.
If we're in the black, that's better, right? Black is the good one. Red is the bad one.
Right. You got
Yeah,
that.
we wanna
Yeah,
be in the
there you go.
Yeah.
Now you got it.
You've been teaching me.
I have. You're so funny.
And
But yeah, no. Thank you for doing that for the whatchamadoody, the campaign. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, probably
well,
should do something about
I'm
that.
sure it got tied up in the business department. I mean, they're very busy down there.
Yeah.
And I want you to know I'm not going to fire anybody over it.
I'm glad to hear that. I really am.
Your employees are safe in my company.
You're killing me.
I am not
Stop.
killing you yet.
No. You're so funny.
Wait
Oh,
till tonight when you're asleep, lady.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. That makes
It
me
is
feel
kind of creepy because we're in the same house too.
we
Like
are.
now will you be like weirded out when you try to fall asleep?
Not
Will you
at
be like,
all.
husband coming? No, you won't be weirded out. You're
Oh
cool.
my God, no.
You know I'm kidding.
Yeah, of course. And besides, I have Chewy.
Well, she would like lick me and love on me.
You would.
That's how she would protect you. She'd love me out of it.
I'm so
Chewy, by
sorry.
the way, is our dog. And Diana on her girl vacation,
Yeah.
Chewy got left behind. She was very offended because Chewy
Yeah.
is a girl. So I just had a lot of, affirming conversation with her. I
Right.
assured her that I was the only human being that loved her. And,
Right.
and we bonded very well. But like I was telling Diana, it was weird because she really missed her mama.
Yeah,
And
she-
1:30, 2:30, 3 o'clock, she'd come up, lick me in the face till I woke up. And
Yeah.
I would have to then walk her because there's nothing else you can do when Chewy's up like that. And, so that's the way it went. And I'm wondering if she's going to do it tonight. But the animals are great. Today we thought we lost one of the cats. Now we have 3 cats. They're almost 8 months, almost a year, somewhere in between 8 months and a year.
They will be a year old the end of August, beginning of September.
Yeah. So they're quite large and they're not babies. And we've been letting them out and they've been really good about staying in the yard. Now you might say, well, that's just a matter of time. No, they're really skittish. Like even when we get company, they run.
Oh my God, they're funny.
So today we had Brave and Belle. They were in the house, no problem. Actually, I went out and got Belle, but we couldn't find Hook. And I'd say a good hour went where we were going outside, calling them, looking. Diana walked the neighborhood. We thought for sure he was out for the night. Hopefully he comes back. And all of a sudden, coming out of the closet, out of the back hall, who knows where, he comes walking up.
We don't I don't know if he came from the downstairs and came up.
I don't know. The amazing thing
He
was
showed up. He just showed up. Chris and I are in tears. We're like, we love all the cats, but Hook is
special.
He's just so
Special is the word for it. He is definitely a special needs cat.
He's a special.
He is special needs. He's the first cat I've ever seen. Okay, so my wife has potted grass with flowers up on our porch, which is like a story above our yard. And the yard, of course, is full of grass. But this cat, he climbs up in the most precarious positions on potted flower pots, things, and chews that grass. I'm like, go down to the ground. There's tons of grass down there that Miss Diana won't care. But instead, he and Brave does it too, and I guess Belle too, but Hook started it. They go into this thing, they're a floor above the ground, 20 feet above the ground, maybe. The way it's a porch on a little hill, so it gets more of a drop as you go further away from the house.
Mm-hmm.
But he still hasn't fallen. Still, for all our worry, I was very proud of him because he ended up in the house.
Right.
We figured he got scared and we were worried that he got lost in the neighborhood or ran off. No, he ran in the house like they always seem to do.
Right. Nope, they did. They came in but we were for about 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Our hearts were breaking because Hook never leaves the yard. He's like this big lug nut that just hangs out. Half the time he comes in and just sprawls out. Brave is a little on the cray side. He brings sticks in, big butt sticks, and he manages to get through his little door in the screen, and then he plays with them. And I have sticks literally at this moment in time all over my floor because I haven't swept it yet.
I did a good job over the 4 days of keeping cleaned up. The one thing I didn't do is the sticks.
If you hadn't, I could imagine how many sticks would have been brought in here.
No, I didn't do any sticks. Those are all him. I left all those sticks down. I said, I am not touching the sticks because it's only going to make them want more. And I wasn't home to let them out. So during the day, they were home. So I was like, you can have your sticks.
Yeah, that's true.
And then when I got home from work, I'd let them out. And then I had to start the routine, which means you take Tiny and Rocky. You take Tiny and Chewy out. And if you're lucky, Chewy will walk, but usually she won't. Yeah. So she ends up back in the house after she does a little round in the front yard. And then with Chewy, there's nobody's guess. She might want to walk a whole block. She might want to go 2 houses and get freaked out. She might want to go to the pen and play for 20 minutes. And you got to follow her lead because she's not used to being, isolated with one person. Normally it's Diana and I, and I think the contrast and the variety helps her, you know, I don't know, modulate her attention.
Yeah, maybe. I guess that's a good way.
Well, without you here, like she didn't know what to do when nobody was sitting with her in the afternoon.
Who, Chewy?
And yeah, so a couple of times I literally put down the pencil and went over to the couch and sat with her, put on, YouTube and just petted her.
Aw.
Don't aw. That was when I was telling her, yes, mommy doesn't love you anymore. It's okay. Cry on my shoulder, baby girl.
Oh, stop.
The worst was the night though, because she wouldn't sleep.
She
with
doesn't
me.
sleep well with, yeah. She
Yeah.
wouldn't?
No, she was apart from me the whole time. And if I tried to cuddle with her, she would just like roll away and work her way away from me. Because frankly, I'm not.
Well, I
mommy.
thought maybe everybody slept in our bed because it was like a whole mess.
No, we tried that a couple of times, and no. Because what happens is Tiny doesn't want to come up. Chewy's there. The 3 cats are there. Tiny's running back and forth. It doesn't work.
No, I know.
Tiny has to have her set up. Chewy has to have her set up. The cats just have to have me. I'm not kidding though. I feel like it. Like I'm looking at all 3 of them right now, right here in the office.
Yeah.
They're all asleep, which means later on they're going to be all over me.
Yep.
And that's just the way it is. But they're very good. They're well trained at this point, I would say.
Mm-hmm. They're
Yeah.
great kitties. I mean, they really are very good kitties. But we did have a little scare.
I would love to do a comic about them, but there's so many comics about cats already.
I know. Be like,
And people would just think I was a good writer. They wouldn't realize that, no, these cats are that much of a character. I know other people have cats like this. Like every cat is got their own
Yeah.
personality, and there's bound to be someone with 3 sibling cats
right.
that act like this. But there is nothing like going out with my dog to walk her and have the 3 cats walk up to you like a
Right.
little gang. Like, and there's no way to describe it because 2 are identical. That would be the boys, and then
Right.
a black female. It's like they look like they were staged by a production manager. Okay, we put the dark one in the middle and the 2 silvers on the outside. There we go. They're like a little teen bebop.
Yeah, it's so funny. They're so funny. I was dying the first time they did that. Seriously. I was like, what the
Well,
flip?
if you don't know that they're siblings and you don't know that they're together, they can be a little intimidating.
Yeah.
It's like,
they
holy
can.
cow, what the heck is that?
I know.
The poor mice in this yard.
Right. They don't stand a chance. Really.
Well, I've noticed that Brave doesn't really mess with them. Brave is actually quite caring and empathetic towards everything, it seems.
I know. He is such
When he didn't know where Hook was today, he was full of anxiety.
Yeah.
He was pacing window to window, going outside, coming back in, looking at me like, what the heck, Dad? Get out there and find him.
right. He did too. He was so upset.
Yeah. But
And,
Belle and Hook, Belle is a hunter, but she's smaller than the other 2. She will actually get the cat and get the mouse, start attacking it. And if the mouse gets away, Hook's there to pounce on it for her. And he gives it right back to her. And that poor animal suffers. And I hate to say that, but that's really what happens.
It's true though. I'm sorry. It's cough. No, so it was a little bit of a scare, but we managed to be okay with that.
Okay, sorry, I was just reading a text message.
Oh. Is it a good one?
Yeah, they had some contact and training.
What?
There was some contact and training at Mantown, apparently.
Oh, good Lord. I hope everybody's
Everybody's
okay.
okay. It's okay.
Oh my God.
It was in training, babe.
I understand. I understand in training. I do, but
What are you doing? Deleting files or copying them?
I was copying them. I didn't realize you could hear that. I'll
I
stop.
can't. I know I can't hear it.
Okay.
I
You
can
had
tell
to-
because I'm watching you on my spy software.
You do not have you don't have spy show. You're
No,
such
you're
a-
right. I have a camera behind you.
Yeah, okay. I can see
While
that.
you were gone, I
Yeah.
put in cameras all over the house.
Oh, it's funny.
But I didn't give you any app. I'm the only one with the app.
Yeah, okay.
Let me tell you, cross your legs when you pee. Boy, that would be nasty, wouldn't it? Women can't do
That
that.
is nasty.
Y'all can't do that.
No, that's such a weird thing to say. Why would you say that?
Well,
Why?
we had a creeper cam there.
Yes, it's a creeper cam.
Yes, it's supposed
Like,
to be.
I know you didn't do that, but still,
of
the
course
thought
not.
of you even thinking about doing that is like creepy to me.
Well, you know what's funny about that?
What?
Is writers have to come up with creepy stuff all the time. And it
Right.
doesn't make us creepy. Like some people, like Stephen King, I think is probably really creepy. But
Oh my God.
most writers aren't, you know. Well, Stephen King is a little creepy. Have you seen him?
No.
Oh, he looks like he's like yeah, it's creepy. Okay, so
I don't
look,
know what to say about that. I honestly don't.
what would you like to say about it?
No, well, yeah, I know what you're saying though. It's creepy.
Well, writers, you think about the things that creep you out.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think's coming up with that? It's not usually, unless it's a true story, somebody in
Right.
their head came up with that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, like,
True.
writers, coming up with ideas, you can really scare people if they think, "Oh my goodness, it came from you. That
Mhm.
was in your head."
That was in your head. Oh my God.
Well, I've had some really freaky villains. I had the concept of the guy that could turn rich people into young kids temporarily. He could
Yeah.
reverse their age for nefarious measures. And even though the villain idea is beautiful, it's like, yeah, I could see that really happening. The
Mhm.
idea of a villain doing that for the reasons that he was doing it was kind of disgusting.
No.
Remember what I had him doing?
No, I don't.
It was in the Blood Puff 24-hour comic.
Oh God. No,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Fantastic story, not for comics.
Mhm.
Yeah, Lovecraft is great. And I don't know how far I could go with a Lovecraftian style story and Cyclopean because of the kids, but I do play with stuff. And issue 9 returns to Queen Sting, which is gonna get a little graphic. I mean, it's still gonna be okay for kids,
Mhm.
meaning comic book kids, but it returns to the I had to do it just right, but it returns to the kind of body horror of a bee entering your eyeball
Yeah.
and trying to take over your body.
Mhm.
Only this time, like in the first appearance in issue 2, if you go back and look at it, I actually drew it where you could see the bee going into the eye socket.
Mhm.
And I didn't think that was that bad. But a lot of people freaked out over it. So like this time I just kind of drew it like implied that she went in there. I didn't like draw her crawling into his eye socket.
Right.
That would have freaked people out.
Mhm.
Of course, his eye, there's a reason I had her shot in there too, because his eye does not like explode the same way that a human's eye would.
Right.
If you poke a human's eye, it's going to rupture, and that's that.
Yeah.
His eye is not like that,
Right.
as you'll discover through issue 9.
I know it's creepy.
Issue 9 is kind of awesome, though. The
Yes,
picture-
it's got some interesting concepts. That it's got some interesting situations, I should say, that Peter has not yet been involved in. So I kind of excited for people to read it. To be honest with you.
well, it's going to be a matter of can he withstand the
Mhm.
wit and intelligence and manipulative actions of Queen Sting.
Mhm.
He's naive. He's young. He's got a little training, but not enough to truly be prepared for this in any formal way.
Yeah.
So the question is, by the end of issue 9,
Mm-hmm.
will he still be Peter, or will he be under the control of Queen Sting?
Ooh.
Hmm.
That is that's kind of a little bit of a I wouldn't say too much more.
Well, I can't say too much more.
Okay.
The hard part about this, and really, like, I'm already done the first 9 pages of Cyclopean 9, like, in terms of full color. I
Mhm.
believe it's about ready. Like, I'll go over it a couple of times to make sure, but we haven't even shipped 8 yet, and I'm already like 3/4 through 9.
Nope, but it's
Not
getting
3/4. I'm sorry, 1/3.
yeah. Well, we'll be updating you too when things come in. We've got things on order, and we said July, but we didn't give like a specific date. But it all depends on how quickly we get all this stuff.
Things shipped back, and
Yeah, yeah. But we are working on it, or I am working on that. That's my thing. So I think I got it pretty.
well, I can tell you, if we go into August, it won't be any later than that, and it won't be late August. I
Okay.
can tell you that we are not delaying months, not weeks, not months, not years. If we have any issues, it'll be within days.
Yeah.
The
I don't-
product's done.
That's
We're not
if we have issues. I don't think we will though.
yeah, no, but I mean, like, let's say it's coming here, and the FedEx truck, God forbid, gets in an accident. The driver's fine, but everything falls out the back, and kids everywhere get free comics until we can get our own shipped to us again. That would be horrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it'll be horrible, but
All the comics got swept up in the
not
wind,
this time.
and they got delivered to all 50 states.
Right. That's funny.
Like, Santa Cyclopean is just delivering them to mailboxes in every community.
Santa Cyclopean.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Funny.
At least for this fantasy, he doesn't have to be a IP or nothing. It's not like I'm going to put him. Well, I did put him in a Santa hat once before, but that's not his lore. He's not a Santa Claus clone.
No. It's so funny though because I remember when you did that. We sold. I think we sold it though, right? We did sell it.
We sold a whole bunch. Yeah, we sold a whole bunch of posters, but I also used it, and we sold a couple of Christmas packages using it.
Yeah.
Because really, guys, we haven't found our full scope of readers yet. So once again, I'm going to push it. Go to HeroShack.com, read 1 through 7 for free, and check it out so you can be on board to pick up issue 8, issue 9, all the way through to 12 as they're released.
I like
That was
it.
me sounding like a commercial, I hope.
I did sound actually.
I'm really working on how to sell that,
I know you are. You're doing a good job too. So it seems like it's a pretty quiet night for anybody coming in, but in all honesty, we really haven't been around much, so I'm not
Well,
surprised.
We are at about the end of the show tonight.
Mhm.
And I renamed it to Weekly Update because I
Yeah.
haven't been doing it daily. So yeah, I'm just going to
I
change it.
know. I'd change again.
I would love to do it daily, but it takes a lot, and you need topics. And the only way I could generate enough topic to do a daily thing would be to really go, rabbit hole deep dive on,
Right.
Comicsgate or EVS or Eric July or one of the drama streams. And frankly, that's one way to do life, but it takes a lot of time, and I don't want to invest it.
No, it's not
I have
really.
enough to worry about is Peter going to be able to make it through this battle with Queen Sting?
Right.
I don't
Exactly.
need to worry about none of that crap.
Yeah.
I see enough of it. And I write my little lyrics and I have fun, but even that I've slowed down on. I'm doing probably 1 or 2 songs a week.
Right.
I'm just popping them on YouTube. They're not getting a lot of views, but feel free to check them out. They're a lot of fun. If you want to do some yourself, check out Suno. Google
Right.
SUNO. They give away free credits so you can make your own songs. Basically, you're not writing music, you're writing the lyrics, although it will generate lyrics too if you ask it to. Just give it a topic. And then it throws it to whatever style music you dictate. And
Yeah.
it gives you some options to hear different versions. And
Mhm.
frankly, I'd say 1 out of every 5 is decent as far as AI music goes.
Right.
None of it is really, I'm not selling any of it. Let's put it that way.
No, but you pay for that subscription as well.
Well, the one that I'm using, yes, but there is a free one.
Well,
The
there
one
is.
I'm using gives you like a large amount of credits every month. So
Mhm.
that so on the free one, you can do probably a song or two
Right.
before you run out of free stuff. On
Right.
mine, I would have to I would have to be doing it every day, all day long for a week before I could eat it.
Mhm.
So for my, one or two a week, it's perfect.
All right.
I know you hate paying for this crap. You're like, what am I
No,
paying?
no, it's I mean, you're using it. It's a tool for you on many levels here. So yeah, I get it. I do.
It's a brain saver. That's all.
I understand. I do.
So,
But
babe, we're
what?
down to the last minute.
Okay,
If we
so
count the pre-show, that'll be an hour.
that's good.
I think that's about right.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think
All
that's a good.
So, what do you want to say to the people before I make you go?
Well, that I am now ordering everything. That's going. It's actually out for delivery. Not coming. I'm ordering. I'm ordering as we speak.
Hey, Diane.
Hey, what?
Look in the back room.
What? Why? Oh my God, Rob. Oh my God.
We almost got out the door.
Jeez Louise, what are you doing? We've been here for an hour. You were at Mike's show, probably.
Yeah, I was co-hosting. So we just ended, so I figured I'd see whether you guys were on. You were, so I came in. Then I'm hearing something, oh, we're got a minute left as I'm coming in the back room.
Yeah. No, we've been just talking about what's coming up. Last week we did Mantown, so we didn't do obviously we didn't do the stream. But I showed off the new Marvel characters I was given, action figures for the set. They're not up yet, but they're on the shelf now. They're just not set up.
Cool.
But issue 8 is ready to go. The Titans Ash Can has been met, and that's ready to go. And now I'm working on 9, and that's on page 9. So I'm actually excited and moving along. How's it going with you?
Well, I had my mouth would work. I had a phone interview today, which led to a live in-person interview tomorrow. So that's good. I went to see Skillet on Sunday with a female friend.
That's
Nice.
a good band.
That's awesome.
Were they any good?
Yeah, they were really good. And
Yeah.
there was a second starter band that started up. Adelius Way. I forget how to pronounce it. I can send you a link to them later if you
Yeah.
want. But yeah, and they were good. The starter band or the cover. I'm not sure what's the first band called again.
Opener. The
The
opening act.
opener. Yeah, the opening band. There was
So
an
if
opening
Skillet
band
was
out.
an opening band in that, that means the headliner must have been either really popular or really good.
No, Skillet was.
Skillet, the
Skillet.
band Skillet was the headliner.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
And they had an opening band, which
And
I
they
wasn't expecting.
Okay, you had me confused. You Canadian? You had me all confused. I thought you were saying Skillet opened. I'm like, holy crap, that must be like the second coming of Eddie Van Halen headlining that show, right?
Yeah,
Is it
they have opened for some mainstream bands before. So
Have they? Wow.
In fact, I can tell you, Skillet has some music that's played at Mantown. And some of our visits there.
That's cool.
I have heard Skillet over the Bluetooth speaker.
I like
Yes.
Skillet, actually.
yeah, they're a really good band. They did play 2 of my favorite songs. by
Good.
them,
That's awesome.
Hero and Monster.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my third favorite is Stars.
Wow. Oh, that's so cool, though, Rick. Where were they? Did they must have come close to where you live in, right?
Yeah, they were they were in Toronto. I'm in Hamilton. It's about an hour's drive away.
Wow.
My lady friend picked me up. I actually paid for her ticket. She paid for lunch. So
Oh, nice. It sounds like you had a good time.
yeah,
That's
you know,
perfect.
and that was sort of for my birthday, and then for my birthday, I went up to Montana. That's a steakhouse type place
Yeah.
where me and my mom celebrated my birthday last year, and you know, had the
Yeah.
same had the basically the same meal I had last year.
Did you really? Oh, that's awesome. Nice tribute to your mom.
Yeah,
But well, that's good. I'm excited to hear about the possibility of you. Maybe this job might be the one you've been hoping for. You know, where it works
yeah,
out. That'd be cool. That'd be
yeah. I
very.
think well, I think it's my first in-person interview in Hamilton since I got back. I've had a couple phone interviews or video interviews. So
Mhm. Good. Yeah, it's a process, isn't it? Trying to get a job.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was going to this thing called Hamilton Employment Hamilton. You know, they
Yeah.
were helping me redo my resume. I did a mock interview with them last week. Got some
Good.
feedback on it, and
Yep.
I think it helped with this phone interview, which it should help with my interview tomorrow
Oh,
too.
that's awesome. So you've got like an agency trying to help you out with that. You should be able to get a job rather quickly if you got somebody that's, you know what I mean, coaching you and stuff.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Good for you. What in the world was that? It's Chris. Are you okay?
This is Hook.
We can't see anything, sir.
I can see the him and the
Oh
cat.
yeah, now you can. Oh my God, Hook.
But Hooker Trick.
This is Hook.
Hook.
He's about 14 pounds now.
He's 10 months old. He's our boy.
Yes, he's our boy. And he's not wanting to be held. I guess he doesn't like the camera.
Or he just doesn't want to be held at the moment.
No, usually he's great with being held, but he gets freaked out around other people.
And he
Believe
can
it or
hear
not.
the voices. He literally can hear the voices. So he's like, yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know where that is.
So this is his twin lookalike brother who weighs about 12 pounds.
Yeah,
And that's really one of two ways we can tell them apart. Three if you count the collar.
and the collar, because I put collars on them. They're
But
breakaway. They're cat
They
collars.
both have hooks in their tail. And Braves is actually more pronounced.
Hi, Brave.
Hey, Brave.
Brave. Look at him.
Yeah,
He's more social. He's the stick man. He likes to bring sticks in. He thinks he's a dog, honestly.
and
It's
as
just
long as
so
I keep petting him, he'll stay here for all night.
Yeah.
So you're saying that cat will really stick it to you?
Yeah, he'll really stick it to us. Ha ha.
He sure would.
He would.
Would.
Yeah. That reminds me. I have a friend. I'm actually going to be feeding her cats over this weekend.
Oh, nice.
She's going away for. Well, I'm pretty sure it's because this weekend is Canada Day weekend. Because Monday is Canada's birthday.
Oh, cool.
July 1st.
Like the July. All right.
Yeah,
So
it's like July 4th, but in Canada.
Does
But it's-
Canada Dry do anything special for the nation?
Do they do
No.
like a party? Do you celebrate it and stuff?
Oh yeah, we do. We
But
try
does
to drink Canada
not
Dry.
give out, Canada Dry does not give out ginger ale for Canada weekend?
Well, usually it's just Canada Day. This time it's just happened to be falling on the Monday, which is going to make it a long weekend. So
Still, they sell a lot of ginger ale in America. You should make them give away some.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Chris, stop.
yeah,
I would take
they,
that to Parliament.
You know, they just don't want us to drink Canada Dry. You know.
Chris thinks he's so funny. Do you hear him? They should
No,
take
but
that.
Rick was playing with that. I don't think you caught that.
I didn't.
They don't want
me.
they don't want them to drink Canada Dry.
Oh, you guys are so funny. You're so funny, the two of you.
That's been a joke here for a long time with that ginger ale.
Yeah, I just, you know me. I'm kind of like doing 5,000 things at once. I think it's because we were in the middle of wrapping the show up, and then you decided. And what I'm thankful for, I haven't seen you in ages. I haven't talked to you in like forever. I'm like, we were talking about how we had all these high hopes of doing these shows and we were weekly, and we're like, we don't want to even we have we just can't. You know, it just doesn't fit into our life. And Chris's drawing, it takes him, you know, it just can't happen. So we're not.
Well,
doing
and draw streams are funny because I can't just sit down and draw my comic on a draw stream. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, it's one thing to try to do, you know, a pinup, a post, you know, like when we were getting together and naming a character and trying to draw it, that's one thing. But to get into that zone of comic book readiness, it's so personal. And I've compared it to intimate encounters and stuff, but it really is almost that private. Like, it's very difficult not to draw in front of people, but to get in the zone. You know, like, it's just the way it is. Like, I can kiss my wife in public and it's one way, and I can kiss her in my own home and it's another way. And that's because when people are looking, you behave differently.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well,
Yeah.
well, the thing is, you can always, like I said, you can always just hit record, not go live, and then you can decide what you want to put in a certain area, or you speed it up a little, you know.
So I did some of those, and that is cool. The problem is I still have to take the time to edit it.
Yeah.
Even to add music, like, and I have Final Cut Pro, and I'm getting better at it. But, like, I'm thinking, God, how do I animate Cyclopean 9's trailer? I have 2 or 3 really good apps. I have to sit down and learn one really well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I just don't, I don't know. It's like, oh, all this time it takes. And
Oh, yeah, I know. It takes so long.
the thing is, drawing the comic isn't like, oh, I got to draw it because I want to have it out by the end of August. It's like almost like sleep. I have to do it or else it's weird the next day. I don't function well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you go through that too, even though you don't act prolific. I think you draw all the time, don't you?
I draw quite a bit, you know. I haven't been drawing as much as I used to. You know, once I get my own place, I'm sure I'll start up drawing a lot more.
So you should take your right hand and grab a ruler and smack your left hand so you don't injure your drawing hand, but discipline yourself.
What is wrong with you?
Well, you know, it's just I only have so much space here, and I only have so much of my stuff here.
Right.
You know,
I think Chris is just teasing you anyway.
I am teasing you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to play the hard ass.
It's
I got way too fat of an ass to be a hard ass. Trust me. Diana muted. I must have really upset her. She's not coming up the stairs. That's a good sign. She might be coughing or sick or something. She could be talking to the dogs. I'm looking around. 2 of the cats have abandoned me. They might have
I put something to print and I didn't want you to hear it. And I did say, oh my God, I can't believe you're swearing.
That's okay. 2 of the cats didn't abandon me. Well, at this point, it's 10 o'clock. We've been pretty boring for an hour. If there are still children listening, don't say the word ass unless you're talking about like a donkey, because people consider it to be they'll consider it to be a cuss word. So avoid using the A word. There, is that better, honey?
I think so.
Okay. Just know that sometimes I will use improper language, and that doesn't make it right. It just makes it adult.
Oh my
So
God.
so I guess you just want Chris to be the butt of the joke?
Yes, he is. That's a good one.
That's me. I'm the butt of the joke.
The joke. Well, Rick, I can't wait to hear about your new adventure with your interviews. Maybe you will have some success in.
Hopefully, I have some good news tomorrow about that.
Yeah.
Besides just, I think it went well.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I actually get hired.
Remember, don't sign on unless they give you a big fat signing bonus.
No, don't sign.
LeBron James got like a $10 million signing bonus. You're good for at least $5
dollars.
Million, big. It's Canadian money, remember?
Okay, so $10.
There you go. That's the way to work it. $10.
Funny though, there are now industries paying signing bonuses because I've heard commercials on the AM sports radio show I listen to, AM radio,
Uh-huh.
and they're offering like a $10,000 signing bonus for plumbers and stuff. I was like, no, 10 grand isn't that much in the big scheme of things, but
Right.
to get people to come in and take a job, like it makes me think, wow, plumbers are doing pretty good for themselves.
Yeah.
Well,
Either that or they need plumbers really bad.
Well, that's what it is. I mean, like I'm in IT, and unless you're like some sort of creative genius talent and everybody knows your name, I don't think too many people are getting too great of signing bonuses.
If any.
Well, some
Right.
will, you know, for certain positions, but like if you're going in for a help desk, you're lucky to get the job because you need 20 years experience, even though you just got out of college 20 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's always a good one.
Well, I have a friend who's looking right now, and the biggest deterrent is experience. But what's ironic is people with the experience over him often don't have anywhere near the education he does, but they don't count the time in college as experience. So he spent like 4 years in college learning all this stuff, and he's a whiz, but he can't really claim that 4 years as experience in the field, even though he's better than most guys who have only been in the field without that same education for 5 years. It's like, yep, that's the system. That's the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always the craziness. All these places want experience, but how are you supposed to get experience without getting a job? They don't. These places don't want to be the one to give you the chance to give you the experience.
Right.
Well, if you think about it, though, I understand it. Like, so, like, if I came to you, Rick, and I said, "Man, I found somebody to draw the next Canadian Shield," all I know is I saw him draw Spider-Man and Superman. It was really good, and he says he wanted to do a book, and I said, "Well, Canadian Shield is ready, so I'm just going to send him to you. Send him a script, and he will draw the book, and you have to print it." You'd be like, "Yo, wait, I haven't even seen his art. Trust me, it's really good. I saw it. It's A-rate, Rick. Trust me." I know. Even no matter how much you trust the person telling you, you're still going to be. Anybody would. No, show me the portfolio. I want to see the work before I hire them.
You know what? I wouldn't even. I might not even go as much as show me your whole portfolio. Here's my characters. Here's some shots of them. Draw the characters. Show me that you can draw my characters.
Well, that's true because even if they can draw your characters, can they draw them in a way that you find pleasing? Because, for instance, there have been artists when I was growing up. Because, sorry, Captain Aura, I'm going to tell the truth. When I was a young man, many, many, many decades ago.
Hey, Tony.
But many decades ago. Where was I going with this? Tony, you made me slip my thought.
Well, I had an artist like about a year ago, maybe less than a year ago.
I remember where I was going with it now. Okay, so like if you look at John Romita Jr., a lot of people love his run in the X-Men. They thought he was fantastic. But he came after guys like Paul Smith, John Byrne. I think Jim Lee was after him. But John Romita Jr., to me, was not a great X-Men artist. Yet he drew the characters fine. It wasn't that he was incompetent. It wasn't that I looked at his X-Men and went, "Oh, I can't stand it. I don't know who they are." But I didn't think he was a great X-Men artist. You know what I mean? So like someone might be able to draw, but when they draw Canadian Shield, you'd be looking at it going, "Hey, I can see that it's Canadian Shield, and I know what you're trying to do, but it ain't Canadian Shield."
Yeah, it sort of goes back to I had an artist sort of approach me about doing some stuff of mine, a book or whatever, and okay, I'm like, I wasn't, it was a couple months later, I approached him and say, okay, yeah, I'm thinking about, using you, I want to see, here's the characters that are going to be in the book. I want to be able to see you draw my characters, and he's like, fine, and I just want a sketch. I don't want anything super fancy or detailed. Give me a sketch of these characters, something that, I can tell that you get my characters and what they're bout, if you will, for drawing them or whatever. And the guy goes and draws me a cover of the Canadian Shield. And I tell him what the Canadian Shield is, and on this cover, yeah, you've drawn the character, a guy in the Canadian Shield suit, but you haven't drawn the Canadian Shield because I tell him Hulk-like build, and this guy in the cover is not Hulk-like build.
I do get that. Because I remember the first time I drew him, and you're like, "Yeah, that's cute, but he's bigger. Hulk, think Hulk." And I'm like, "You mean like bigger chest?" "No, Hulk, big Hulk, big guy."
Yeah, but and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm not going to do anything more without getting paid or whatever." I'm like, "Buddy, I want to know that you can draw my character. I want to know that you can draw my characters. I gave you, the description of, Canadian Shield. You drew me a cover, and you drew him wrong. And I already told you what he looks like. And you expect me to just, I'm going to pay you when I know you, when I haven't."
So I'll be totally honest with you, Rick. I've had like 8 different people draw this great Cyclopean, right? And only one got him where I thought it was right. Only one. And I'm not saying this because he's my kid, but that was Jace. And I think that's just because he was very familiar with him. But everybody else was a little different than what I would want. So, I can relate to that extent. I haven't been hiring anybody, but you know what I mean.
But, it's like, and I was willing to work with him, but he did, just because, he wants to get paid or whatever. Like, if you can draw my character and show me you can draw my characters, I'm willing to hire you.
Yeah, typically, like I know when Krista does, when she gets contracted, she'll do a couple of like SketchUps to make sure that she's the right artist for the job and she's moving in the right direction. But until the person agrees, yep, that's what I'm looking for, great, then they negotiate a price. That's what she told me. But she doesn't let it go for like, a lot of times or anything like that. She doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It's different.
Yeah. And I get that too. It's not like I said, I wasn't wanting, this great detailed thing. I wasn't even wanting it colored, and he colored this, cover that he made for me.
Right.
It's like, that's not what I wanted you to show me. I wanted you to do sketches of these characters so that I could see that you can get the concept of what they look like.
Right. The sketch is a lot less work. Exactly. He gave the full piece.
Well, you know what a great example is? I can draw a really crappy Mickey Mouse, but if I was to try to work for Disney, I would need to focus on Mickey Mouse. Like, there are people who draw Mickey Mouse perfect every time, but also they've drawn Mickey Mouse 500,000 times. You know what I mean? Like, there's a way, a style. Like, I'm trying to do the same thing, like to draw your characters so they look the same when you draw them, so they're recognizable. And there is a trick to it, and it's not impossible, but it takes a lot of focus until it becomes second nature, and then it's just like it comes out every time.
Yeah, and after I said about you're not getting the Hulk, Canadian Shield right in this one picture, after I just told you what he looked like, build, height, all that sort of stuff. He's like, "Oh, I don't think this is going to work," and he basically, said, "No."
Right.
Oh, okay, that's your loss,
Yeah.
And as you can see, I'm not even. I begrudge him a little bit, probably a little, but at the same time, it's like I'm not going to totally badmouth him because I'm not giving him his name, so I don't want anybody to, if he can get work somewhere else, fine.
It's okay. I know you're talking about Tim.
Poor Tim. He's not even able to defend himself.
It's okay. I'm only messing with him. He knows that. I did talk to him the other day, so he's doing well from what I could interpret.
Yeah, he was in my chat yesterday night.
Okay.
But
we were talking about videos about demonic possession, and there was one that predicted the demon said to them that the demons wanted to turn men to women and women to men. And he was questioning whether or not it was genuine. And it looked like it had been recorded in the late 80s, early 90s or something. It was VHS quality. It was in Spanish, and it was shot like in a third world country. And I told him, I said, sure, I believe it. I said, but it could have been fake. Like, I have no doubt that demons have tried to do all sorts of things that, you know, one of them might have blurted it somewhere in the world 20 years early. I don't know. Very possible. It's not like they don't know what the plan is, you know. They don't know what God's plan is per se, but they know what their people are trying to do.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. That's a great topic, and I don't know. In comics, you see demons all the time. In the song "Titans Rise," one of the lines is "Crush the demons." You know, it's like demons are like great villains.
Yeah. Oh, heck! In the 5th issue of the Canadian Shield, you're going to see a demon. His name's Dust Angel.
Ooh. Is that like angel dust?
Yeah, actually, that's exactly where we got it. He works with a drug dealer. He's this drug dealer's protector, if you will.
Wow. Okay. That's cool.
You know, it might be issue 6 because I think the drug dealer comes in contact with Canadian Shield in issue 5.
Well, let me ask you: is there any chance of the Canadian Shield teaming up with the Dustbuster?
But eventually, I'm going to have quite a few different demons. I've created a few different demons for my comics. You know, I've created a few different names.
The problem with writing a demon is I don't like making them apologetic, and yet, like when I was doing with Mangai Yushokin, there were demons involved in that, and I was writing one as if he knew he had done wrong, and he wasn't going to be forgiven, but he was still going to try to do a little right, and I felt a little conflicted with that because I don't want to mislead anybody. Demons, they're not redeemable. They're not good. They're not your buddy. They're not there to try to earn brownie points with anybody but the wrong people, and that means you're a chip in a casino board. You're not a piece of like valuable thing. You're a piece of plastic for clout. And the only way you got value is with God. So just remember.
Here's some of Dust Angel's dialogue from Canadian Shield 6. You cannot have what is mine, you God-loving fool. The man belongs to me, bearer of the cross. His attention gives me ownership of him, you Christian scum.
There's smoke coming up behind you.
That sounds great, Rick. I'm just laughing at your voice. That's great.
And of course, I'm not putting in the other dialogue of other characters to even make more sense, you know.
Right? But that's great. That's
Is there a smoke alarm in that apartment?
You're bad, Chris. You're so bad. No, that's great. That sounds good. This is for your upcoming issue, right?
No, this is like 3 issues down the road. This is issue 6.
He's reading out of the script.
Oh wow! Oh my God!
Diana's like a script. Oh my goodness! Because I haven't turned in a script for 9 yet.
He doesn't do scripts. I'm like, what is that called?
So listen, we were doing a proofread Sunday, right? She had to go through Cyclopean 8. She had to go through the first Cardinal Part 1, and she had to go through the Titans Ashcan. And I said, do you want to, take a look at what I've done in the Cyclopean 9? You want to proofread that? And every page, it's completed art, no dialogue yet. I haven't put in any of the scripting. And she's like looking at it, and she just she didn't even ask. It was like she knew what I was doing. She just went, okay. Oh, I don't like the way his gut looks. It looks like a hole. It's a black hole. I had blacked it out too much, I guess. Like sometimes the pros will say, when in doubt, black it out. But sometimes you can black out too much. And it's like, okay, yeah, I need to add some.
I'm like, what is that in Peter's stomach? That looks so weird. He's like, what? Look, right here. It says my eye went, because I'm looking at it for the first time. So my eye will take the picture in, I'll scan it. And if something sticks out at me, like that's weird looking. What is
Well,
that? Then you
yeah,
have to
what
squeeze
happened was I tried to, when in doubt, black it out.
it.
And what I ended up doing was exactly what you're saying. I put too much weight in that portion of the drawing. And so what I did was, of course, I erased it and fixed it.
Right.
And funny enough, that one's gone now and there's a new one.
Is it funny enough? He says. I'm like, of course. You didn't like the way it looked, right?
Well, what happens is there is a transition from reality to the world that Cyclopean is battling Queen Sting in. Because
Okay.
she's trying to take over his mind.
That is true.
So there is a rip in his perception of reality. And in between those takes, I decided that it would be better to have, what I did was I used a drawing in the real world, and then I used that same drawing in the Queen Sting perception of the world to translate it, like to transfer it. But in the second one, of course, I modified it greatly. But like, for instance, if he's running with his right foot out and his left foot back and vice versa with the arms, in reality, in the world where he's perceiving where Queen Sting has him, he's in the exact same position. So I take the art, I modify the clothing to match the situation. And in the context of the panels, it makes for a very smooth transition. So people can say, okay, this is what's really happening, and this is what he thinks is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I get it. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Well, he can see what's going on, but it's like the Matrix. He has no idea what he's really seeing. She's got a hold of that. She's nasty too, because I can't say too much, but she's a nasty insect being. I don't know how to say that. She's not human. She doesn't have empathy. She's not like us.
Right.
She's a bug with a bad attitude.
There you go.
Did you see what she looks like, Rick?
Queen Sting?
Yeah.
Isn't that her and Diana's thing?
No.
Well, that is an early version of her. I mean, the one that I drew for issue 9.
I don't think I have.
I think you were hosting a show.
Not here. He was not here when
I think he was hosting a show.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I'm going to show you because I'm like that. Present, screen share, window. Here we go. So that's Queen Sting.
Oh,
in her true form.
Oh, so that's the insect that goes in.
Right, that's actually Queen Sting.
That's the mutated bee that goes inside a person.
Yeah.
Yes. However, let me point out, she looks a little raggedy, right? See, like the top of her head is exposed, like there's stuff missing from it, obviously, like it looks chipped away or something.
Yeah.
That's because she's being digested as she's trying to take control.
But
So-
is this actually a page from the book?
Yes.
Your art has really stepped up like 10 notches or more.
Yeah.
I'm trying super hard. You know what it is, Rick?
She's trying so hard.
It's one major thing. Mostly, I'm going to give credit to where credit is due. Mantown has not only given me confidence, but it's also accountability. I can't put in something that I feel is any bit substandard. I have to like check myself because these guys actually know comics. They're freaking they're freaking more nerdy than I am sometimes. You know, like Captain Ord just gave me a whole crap load of Marvel action figures that I should have had, but I gave up on Marvel years ago. And he's like, nope, you gotta have it. And I'm like, this is gonna make the studio rock because I can still embrace old Marvel.
And maybe, I'm not sure whether it's just the pencils, the inks, but I think the colors are really what's making this.
Well, I'm trying to learn the coloring techniques, and what I'm doing there is a little bit of glow like teasing, like it's really just light yellow
Yeah.
airbrush because of the color source and stuff. But yeah, I'm working on those. You know who else is inspiring is Dillard. Even though if he's watching, he needs to like talk to me because I keep sending him messages asking about Canadian Tussle, and he's ignoring me. And I'm like, when's it coming? I just want to know when's it coming. You
Yeah,
don't know, do you?
I know he's got it done. Yeah, he's been, I guess, swamped lately with
Yellow
stuff.
Flash. I get it. He's got a big
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, and because he's partners on it, it means he's got to get that done. It's been delayed, a lot. I think because of they want the book done before they crowdfund or however they're going to fund it or whatever. So
I'm smiling I'm smiling even though my camera's not on.
so that means a lot. Like I haven't even asked him, in a bit about it. But
Well-
all the artwork I know for it is done.
Well, here's what I hate about that. I love Dillard's art. If there's an indie artist out there that inspires me more, I don't know his name. When I look at Dillard, I'm like, all right, I gotta work. This guy is killing it. I gotta get better, right? And
Yeah.
yet, like the one thing I hate in indie comics is like late books. Like I know that's a Vicky thing. Like people like to go late books, but like how it is. It's just, and so like I'm not making big noise or nothing, but I'm waiting. I'm just hoping he says something.
Yeah.
Even on the update page, just say, "Shut up, all you stupid idiots! It's coming someday." Something, like, oh my god.
Yeah. He probably should be a little bit more vocal or whatever. Say something about it.
And I don't know. Maybe he has. I don't catch him on streams. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
for all
Well,
I know,
unfortunately,
he has said plenty.
he hasn't done his own stream in a while. He does a lot of backroom stuff.
Well, I
with
saw
people.
him a couple of times on the slums, but I don't watch them all the time.
Yeah, well, I
Okay.
doubt he'd be saying it much on the slums unless somebody directly asked him.
Yeah, no, nobody messed with him on it in the slums because the slums, they're going to talk about whatever drama's current. And personally, I really dig some of the stuff they say. They are like, dead set against degeneracy, even though there's plenty of it around them. I think they know how to put a fence up. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is an adult book. That's fine. This is appropriate and there's not degeneracy and that's better. But like because he's looking at it like, would I give my kid this book? And I like that. That's kind of how I like to look at a book. It's like, would I put this aside for my grandson so he could go through it? There's not a lot of books in my collection that I could do that with. And I've bought mostly indie books for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Not all of them. I mean, there's plenty of them that I could share, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of them that I'd be like, no, I don't think that one's appropriate.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Well, heck, even a lot of Marvel and DC nowadays too. You probably
Well, I hate the fact that they're doing their own ratings because, like, I've looked at the stuff and it's like early teens, 16 and up, and I'm like, what? Who's making up this decision? Like, who decided this was early teen? It's a book heavy into adult situations, which I don't know who decided. Like, maybe that's an accurate way to rate it, or maybe it's just the publisher going, we need to get this to the young kids. They're the only ones that buy the books anyway. So let's get it to them. I don't know. I know there's a lot to do about, I think there's a lot to do with DEI. But I don't know that. And there's another one out there. I don't know what that is. EIG or something.
Yeah.
But
I know what you mean.
as long as they're catering to that, they're never going to be able to get to where we want to go, right? I mean, we want comics to be like back in the prime time. And I hear people saying they'll
early
What's that?
thousands. We need them back to the early thousands, 90s. There's some people that say they stopped being good in the 90s. Some would say the 80s, but I'd say into the early thousands they were all right. You know, I was reading a lot of storylines into the early thousands. Of course, I don't like when DC did the 52 and all that crap. You know.
Well, the
Can't
thing
tell
about
the
it
prime
is,
line, but that's again beside the point.
but all that crap was part of a fad, and they, the companies aren't even acknowledging that really. I think it started with either Infinite War or Infinite Crisis or Secret Wars. I don't know which one was first. But Marvel and DC started doing their big grand event comic, and it worked. And so they kept doing it. And now it's just boring. It's like, oh, another event comic. It's been 30 years since the first one.
Well, I don't mind the event and the crossovers because, and I get why they do it because they want to try and get you interested in another comic, which is good. I think that's ideal. You know, it can boost your sales, but you do have to make sure it's a good event.
Well, and the problem with crossovers is one thing if it's meaningful, like the Avengers movies, I feel were so good because the single standalone MCU characters were all tied into it, so like when you went to see Captain America, you weren't just really seeing Captain America, you were building the lore for an Avenger, even though you didn't get to see it before you saw the Avenger. It was building a backstory. Same thing with Iron Man, same thing with Thor, even to a different degree, Ant-Man and Black Widow. Poor Black Widow, she didn't get her movie till she was dead, but but it's like it built on that one story. If a crossover is just like, check out Spider-Man 15 because there's a Doom crossover, and in 15 you see Dr. Doom on a building looking down watching Spider-Man swinging. He thinks one paragraph of stuff that pertain to the crossover story, and that's the end of the crossover. That sucks.
Yeah. You don't even announce that as a crossover. That's not a crossover. That's a cameo.
But I think that's really at least how bad it felt when they were at their worst, because they've had some pretty bad ones.
Oh yeah, I'm not denying that there was definitely probably some bad crossover events. But
you said the new 52 you thought was bad, right?
Yeah, but that was a total reboot of their line. It was all right, but the problem with the new 52 was it tried to take the whole DC universe that was beforehand and fit it into 5 years.
I think the problem with that was Jim Lee didn't stand up as a legendary artist and say, "No, I will not draw these characters unless they are done properly."
He went,
"Okay, Mr. Diodot or Diordo, whatever his name is, whoever that guy was, it was basically writing it." He said, "Okay, whatever you want."
At the beginning of it, part of them, started out 5 years after it was, Superman, we'll say, was supposed to emerge, right? And then, the superheroes were supposed to emerge. And some of them started out, exactly when they were supposed to emerge. And then, the ones that were 5 years, they tried to put, from 1985, to the early thousands or before, to when it began, basically, the new 52. They tried to cram that. All that stuff was supposed to happen in 5 years. So you had all 4 Robins happened in 4 years or 5 years. You had
Actually, that might be more realistic. Because let's think
you
about
had you had Batman start up, get Robin. When Robin left, Dick Grayson left. Jason Todd becomes Robin. Jason Todd dies.
Okay, but wait. In real life, if Bruce Wayne recruited Robin was somewhere between 10 and 15 the whole time?
I think it was around 13.
Okay, let's go 13 for each one. A year out in crime fighting, I bet you he's going to lose one a year. So, in reality, 5 years, you 4 Robins.
You mean he's going to lose them to death? He loses them not to death, but to them moving on.
Yes, I mean to death. Yes, I'm like, yeah, realistically, if I was going out crime fighting and I had a 13-year-old with me every night, I bet you I'd go through one a year. Yep.
But Dick Grayson himself was probably with him for a minimum of 5 years.
Grayson, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to squeeze that all together.
And then, Jason Todd, probably another 5 years. Man, Bruce is getting old now. And then, again.
So how do you do the Justice Society and the Justice League?
Well, Justice Society in the comics
was World War II, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, in pre New 52. Yeah, it was supposed to be.
But if it's all happening in 5 years, does that mean they're in the beginning of the 5 years and by the end?
Well, they took the Justice Society completely out of that. They're again, but they put them back on Earth too.
Oh, why? Don't answer that. It's rhetorical. Why? Why do we have all these multiple Earths? Yeah, that's another question. Because a lot of people are getting fed up with that multiverse. You know what? I understand the multiverses and it can be fun. But
if it's done right. But if you overdo it, it's
Yep, it's like chocolate pudding. I love a good cup of chocolate pudding, but if you get a big tub, man, like halfway through, it's no good anymore. You're like, I'm full, man, and you're still going to eat it.
Or it's good, but you got to save some for later.
Well, if it's cooked pudding, once you break that skin, you got to go through it, man. Not the instant pudding; it doesn't get that skin. I don't know if you've ever had it. Maybe your mom did or didn't. I don't know. My mom didn't make it, but my aunt used to. And they'd put that hot chocolate stuff off the stove in the refrigerator. And about an hour later, it would have this thick chocolate like gel on the top, and then the sweet, milk chocolate underneath.
My mom didn't do anything like that, but I might have had it from some other source.
If you're ever in the grocery store, you'll see like instant pudding everywhere. But if you see like stove cooked pudding and you feel gutsy, give it a shot. It's not hard, but it's not like instant pudding. Of course, I don't know anybody who makes it anymore. I know when Diana gets pudding, it comes in a plastic jar with a little plastic tin foil covering. You peel it open and you lick the bottom side of the tin foil because you don't want to waste it. And then you get literally like 4 tablespoons out of it. It's not even enough to satisfy. You got to get like 3 or 4 of them to get even like a taste, but it is what it is. That's how they sell them, right? They figure they're for kids, so they give you like half a serving. Here you go, Junior. Suffer. Tease, tease, tease.
But so the New 52, it was all right, but there was all these big problems, and that's why they did Rebirth, right? To try and fix those problems. And again, Rebirth wasn't too bad. They fixed some of them, but it wasn't the same as that. I won't say golden era, but from 85 to like 2000 or something like that.
So you know what I think the real problem with DC is? Except for standout things like The Watchmen, Dark Knight, John Byrne's Superman run, they pretty much were always second rate to Marvel. And we look back with it all with like rosy glasses because we miss Marvel, we miss DC. But I'm sorry, I look at DC and I'm like, except for like the Super Friend characters, I don't care about these other guys. Green Arrow got a really good TV show. Why wasn't it Green Lantern? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing the rip-off Hawkeye? Even I don't know who was first. Probably Green Arrow was actually. But in my Marvel head, Hawkeye was first.
Yeah, Green Arrow was first.
In my Marvel head, Quicksilver was first. And I know Flash was first. But in my head, Quicksilver was first. Superman was no match for Thor, even though I think he would really destroy Thor. But in my Marvel head, Thor would somehow overcome because he was the god of thunder. And, Superman has real problems in thunderstorms. I've seen it. He gets wet and his eyes get irritated a little. Well, he just kind of warms them up a little and they're fine. But, you know, when you get the water in the eye, it's not pleasant. I can just picture like, you know, Thor or Storm from the X-Men generating a huge storm and Superman going, ice breath. And everything around and in the god of thunder would turn to Iseth. That's what I would think.
Or he just, you know, turns up the heat vision. Everything just cleans up.
But Thor did take a star, man. You know,
Although
he had to open that thing up, remember?
Yeah, you had some of this stuff happen in the DC Marvel crossover, DC versus Marvel.
I haven't read any of those.
They're not too bad. Unfortunately, some of it was voted on by the fans, which I think skewed some results.
Like Superman versus, you know,
Hulk.
Spider-Man wins.
Yeah, no, it
He
was
fought the Hulk?
Yeah, in that Batman faced Captain America, Robin faced Jubilee.
Oh, that's a stupid one.
Wonder Woman versus was she against Thor? I think she was against Thor or Storm. Forget which. Because I know she got Thor's hammer and it transformed her.
But you got to understand something.
But I think she laid it down to take on a fight with Storm.
But it was a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, because she wanted to fight fair.
But she could have faced Wonder Man, copulated with Wonder Man, and we could have had a true new origin for the Wonder Twins. Wonder Twin powers activate. Form of water. And there's a bucket. Form of a orangutan, so I can carry the bucket over to wherever we're going.
You don't need the orangutan for that. You got Gleek.
Oh, yeah. Why did I turn into an orangutan? But they would turn into some weird stuff. Do you remember that, Diana? Probably not. Super Friends.
No.
Yeah. It was actually the second version of Teens on that. I forget the other ones.
Mark
but the
and Wendy.
first, yeah, they were like Scooby-Doo rejects or something. They were like, they had a dog and they were kind of like mystery seekers.
Wonder Dog.
Yeah.
But there is a version. I think it was before New 52 that they actually brought Mark and Wendy into the Teen Titans with their dog.
Mm-hmm.
Although the dog was, they didn't. It wasn't their dog. They found the dog, and I'm not going to say everything that happened with that. You can find it if you want.
I'm not going to look it up. You know why? It's DC. DC, I will watch their movies. I will read stuff by Frank Miller, John Byrne, Alan Moore, I guess. But generally, like, the only other one I was into at all was Dan Jurgens with Booster Gold. And that's because I actually met him at a comic book signing. And I thought he was really cool. And he sold Booster Gold so well, I ended up buying a few issues. And I followed him for a couple of years, you know, as a regular pickup. And I know he did some Superman. I read a couple of those. They were okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything else about them.
I know in that DC versus Marvel, I remember Thor went up against the real Captain Marvel.
Oh, really? That must have been fun. That would be like Magic against Thor?
Yeah, well, as we know, the real Captain Marvel has, almost Superman type abilities, except for like cold vision, cold breath, and heat vision,
Right, but his abilities are derived from supernatural magical sources.
Yeah,
so that gives him an
I
edge.
wouldn't say magical, but supernatural, yes. In the fact that he's supposed to have the strength of Hercules.
But didn't a wizard teach him the code and all that, or the?
Yeah, Wizard gave him the thing. You know,
It's magic.
that's why the one thing I don't like about him now, the real Captain Marvel, is that he's got all this lightning thing that he can throw around. It's like that's not Captain Marvel or
But it
Shazam,
could be.
whatever you want to call him.
But it could be, because he's got the glow. You got that glow. Last Dragon, 19 or yeah. Who was the guy? Can't remember. But it was. I'm too like I've had a few Rumple Mints. Last Dragon. I can't remember the producer's name, but had Tiamat in it. I don't know if you remember it. He was like.
Not offhand.
It was like a black kid who was obsessed with Bruce Lee and he could really fight and he knew the kung fu. And then there was Shonuff, who was like the bad martial artist.
Yeah.
And Leroy was always looking for the master. And Shonuff wanted him to say he was the master, and Leroy knew better. Leroy was like, "You stupid samurai looking idiot." Yeah. If you haven't seen it and it comes on cable, watch it. It's worth it.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know whether it comes on cable. I don't have cable.
Okay, well, if it comes if there's like a blimp outside with a big TV screen on it showing something in the sky and it turns out to be The Last Dragon, it would be good to walk with it, like as far as you can go to watch the movie. But do not look for it online.
Well, what if I was able to find it on YouTube for free online?
Don't do it. No, actually, I don't know. I'm sure you can find it for free somewhere. But it's for rent as well, or however you want to get it. And I'm sure YouTube has. It's interesting because my daughter gave us and had us join her plan, like it's a family plan for premium. Yeah. And like when I want to watch Kung Fu Hustle, I can watch it in clips. Somebody put together a playlist of like 2.5-minute clips, and because I don't get commercials, they run virtually seamlessly. It's almost seamless in every circumstance.
No, that's good.
It is, and with that movie, it works because it's all dubbed, like closed caption dubbing.
Yeah.
So it's all in like Chinese. So it doesn't matter if like the audio is off a little because I don't notice it. I will kill you, people of America. See the lip syncing going on there, folks? That is talent.
I'm going
My
to
boys.
bed.
Okay, then you know what? I got to too, though. We're at like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, I derailed this thing.
You did derail it. Thank you. But it was good seeing you.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Chatting with you there, dude.
Be blessed tomorrow. Let the Lord lead you through your interview and be.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to sound deep.
You're not. You're sounding silly.
You know what, lady?
Yeah.
Okay, I love you. Hang on. I got to pull this up, but I'm not gonna end with. I'm not gonna end with that song.
Oh God. A song to end. So Rick, keep us posted about your job adventure.
For sure.
Thank you.
I usually do some sort of update on my show every Tuesday, so
I know.
At 10 p.m.
At 10.
That's Canadian time, right?
Yeah.
We're in bed that time. I'm barely.
Well, you can always watch the replay.
Yes, absolutely. That we can do. All right.
All right. Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Section.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
will.
All right.
Go ahead, Christopher.
All right. Good night, everybody. God bless.
Good night.
All right.